Welcome back to another episode of My Legacy Garage. I hope y'all have enjoyed following along with the C10 here. Today is another C10 video. We're going to do some brake work. It needs a radiator put in it. I got new wheels and tires to put on it. It needs cleaned up. I'm not sure if it's all getting in the same video, but that's the goal we're working towards. So stick around. Even if it's not done at this video, it'll be done on the next one. And then I've got another project coming up. I'm going to give you all a little sneak peek of it real quick, just so you can just wet your taste buds a little bit thinking about what we might do with this thing. So here's the next project. It's a 97 Wrangler. I blew the engine up in it. I've got a new engine set down in there, but I can't just leave anything stock. So I'm taking a bunch of parts off, putting a bunch of new parts on. I had to put a new fender on it. I've got plans for it, and I've got a whole pile of parts behind me for it, so you're going to want to subscribe so you can see what we do with this thing. Well, the brakes and stuff aren't going to do themselves, so I guess it's time for the main event. I mean, brakes are pretty boring, but I'll probably time-lapse through them or do a couple of snapshots of them just to show you what we do. It's not really a whole lot to it. Take the old ones off, put the new ones on, put it all back together, bam, you're done. Is what it is, right? I just went and unboxed everything to make sure I had everything before I took this apart any further. And you know, I never really ordered anything from Rock Auto before, unless they just started doing this recently, but I never got this before. They send a little magnet with a pretty cool car on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right on my toolbox. Rock on, Rock Auto. Gross. Look at that nonsense. I think we might just want to clean this out a skosh before we go too much further with it, because that's disgusting. Feast your eyes on all that deliciousness. We need to get these new drums cleaned up. We're going to do this side too, because I'm going to paint them. I know, they're already painted. I want them to be red. I know it's a little bit strange wanting to paint these red, but I got them nice shiny new wheels for it. I want your eyes to just be like, whoa! And that'll help. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, there's the first coat. Let's let that dry and keep on working over here on the truck. Ta-da! Just kidding, it's not done. But sometimes you got to put some shiny stuff on just to motivate you to really keep going. So I just stuck her on there so that we could see what it looked like. Now it's time to actually do the work. Well, I've been soaking this brake line in PB Blaster for days. I guess it's about time to see what comes of it. As was expected, the nut came loose from the slave cylinder, but it's froze the line inside of it and it's just not coming loose, so we had to just cut her off of there. And we'll have to run some new lines from the splitter back here on the differential out to the slave cylinders. Not the end of the world, but it kind of sucks because the lines are still good. In fact, they still had a little bit of pressure in them. Squirted me when I cut them. But it is what it is. Let's get her apart. We've got some serious carnage in this wheel. Wheel cylinder split and fell apart. Spreader bar is missing. Dust cap's missing. That is literally non-existent. All peeled off of the shoes. All the brake material. It's pretty jacked up. This is the driver's side front. Let's look at the rear. This isn't a whole lot better. The shoes were basically glued to the drum. It was a nightmare getting this off. It pulled the retainers out, busted everything up. I ended up having to pry them out with screwdrivers, and they were rusted right in that bad boy. This is the last one we need to get apart. It's stuck right on there, so I just soaked her down with a bunch of goo. We're going to let her sit, see if she'll come loose another day. Well, hot dog, I got one wheel done. What a nightmare. This stuff is just disintegrated. I mean, it's bad. Like bad. The wheel cylinder on the other side is literally like broken half. Wait till I take that thing apart. You're going to love seeing that disaster. I guess we're going over there next. The braking system on this truck is worse than any other braking system I've ever come across. I mean, it's bad. Whew. Been struggling with it. It's whooping me. It is. I've been having some trouble getting some of the parts that I needed. This wheel hub assembly is attached to the drum. The other side isn't. I'm guessing that side was changed at some point. This one looks like it might even be factory original. I don't even know. So I got to figure that out because I can't find the hub assembly for it anywhere. I got wheel bearings coming for it. This side's good, other than that issue. The other side, the wheel cylinder is broken half. I'm having trouble even getting it out of there. None of the brake lines have come loose. I've snapped them all off, so I'm running new brake lines. It has been a nightmare, and I need a brake. So I'm going to put the new radiator in it while I'm waiting on the rest of the brake parts to come in before I re-energize that endeavor. Because I'm about sick of it. By the way, have you hit the like button and the subscribe button yet? We're doing a giveaway, $50 Amazon gift card. The link to enter is in the video description along with all the official rules, and YouTube doesn't sponsor this and all that stuff that has to go with it. It's amazing when you look into the legalities of what you have to do to give somebody 50 bucks. This truck seems to be pretty popular, and I wanted to show my appreciation for the support I've gotten working on the truck. It's nice to know there's other people out there like me that love these old trucks and will go through the headaches like this to keep them on the road. Because let's be honest, we're not getting any younger, guys. It's this generation, the 40 to 50, that's who's messing with these trucks. The younger kids, they want like the Honda Civics with a 6-pound fart can on the back of it. I don't get it. Is what it is, though. Well, let's get the radiator put in it. That'd be fun. As you can see, she's a little bit damp there, right in the center along the bottom. She was leaking a couple different places. We're going to go ahead and get the hole cleaned out here and go from there. empty air. Found a spare battery terminal. How about that? We got something a little special in the box. It's a brandy new radiator. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's put it in. Well, their shipping leaves a bit to be desired. It's kind of a little oblonged. So is this one. So we're going to have to work that out. Then we'll put it in. Yeah, it looks good, right? Except for... So there's that. Gonna have to get some different rubber mounts for it so that it's in there nice and tight. It's about par for the course. Nothing goes as planned. But that's old trucks. So I think we're going to end this video here. Make sure you tune in next time for the conclusion of the radiator and the brakes. Wheels and tires, we're going to put a heater core in it because that's also been leaking pretty bad. And I have one here now. Some new bearings in the front. All kind of good stuff. Tune in next time to see the conclusion of my battle of wills with the brakes and the radiator and the heater core. I'm working on something a little special for next week. It's another Willet start with an old International DT466, I think it is. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we're going to give her a shot and see if we can get her to run. Maybe even drive it around a little bit if we can get it to move. So make sure you subscribe so you can see what happens there. Not to mention what happens with this thing. And don't forget to go enter that giveaway. It's $50. It's free. You don't have to buy anything. Just click, do your thing, and you're in the running. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching My Legacy Garage.